Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another series review. Today, we are going to review the second season of Invincible. I'm not going to give
Mhm.
you an IMDb because Amazon
Yeah,
did the
let's go
okey
over
doke.
that.
Amazon did
They
the
dropped the
okey doke
bag
with
on
this.
that. Some
They
people
did
are
the okey
mad,
doke
though.
with this. It's like, this is, and this is what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. We were talking about this offline. Second season is 8 episodes. You gave
Mhm,
us 4 and then just
mhm.
left. Didn't even tell us what was going on. And then like
Yeah, they
4 or
effed
5
off for a
months,
bunch of months and didn't see
yeah.
nothing. Like,
And then 4 or 5 months later, you don't even tell us when it's coming back. It's like, oh, it's here, So it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, where'd you
And
go?
here's the thing. I was telling you offline, like I'm a fan of the IP. I've read the comic books. Like I've actually read the comic books.
Mhm.
And so like I'm excited to see what the stuff that's about to happen really soon. And then like when the show came back on, I was like, I'll get to it. Like
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
fan of this thing, and I was just like,
Mhm.
I'll get to it. I'll
Yeah.
watch it whenever.
I
And I
think
ended up not watching it until we decided to review it for the
that's it. Like
podcast.
if we decided not to review this, I wouldn't have finished it because again, that's the okey doke. It's just like, why are you doing that? And if you're going to
Mhm.
do us, let the consumer know when you're coming back. They did the same thing with Billions on Showtime. They just cut it,
Mhm.
didn't tell us anything, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then a
I
year and
don't
a
like
half
that,
later,
man.
it's just like I'm not interested anymore because how do you think you think you can just do that to like people who are like paying for your streaming
There's
service or
too many
whatever?
shows.
Too many
Yeah, I started
shows out
watching
there,
Peaky
dude.
Blinders. I'm watching a bunch of shows right now. Like
Yeah,
so, like get time, free time to devote yourself to a thing is at a premium at this point because
exactly.
there's so many streaming services. There's so much shows. There's old shows I haven't watched yet.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
I've never watched Peaky Blinders until recently. I'm like, holy crap, this show's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Now,
crazy.
like it's consuming my time right now. But I'm like, there's so many shows like that out right now that like this stuff's a premium. So like you got to do everything you can to keep people interested. And I will say this: Invincible, the showrunners or Amazon, I don't know who dropped the ball here. Somebody dropped the ball and stepped on it, then
Mhm.
peed on it, then left it on the ground,
Yeah.
and some cars drove over it, and they messed up something amazing here.
Yeah.
Because like my when I was watching it, I'm like, I'm kind of getting back into it, but not really. But I'm like, yo, this is an IP that I like. I invested time in this IP already. Like I know what it is.
They screwed up.
And I was just like, man,
Yeah,
like
they
it's
screwed up.
terrible. I
I
don't know what happened, but that's
I
terrible.
I think they lost a lot of viewers too with that sort of move.
Yeah. Oh,
Again,
absolutely.
didn't tell us anything.
Absolutely.
Didn't tell us anything. And
Mm.
but other than that, it is a really good series. You know what I'm
It was a
saying?
great series.
It is a
It's a
really good
great series.
series. And the way that, they're building everything up, they're creating a storyline, the whole nine. You have
Mhm.
the Viltrumites, you have Agstrom, you have Eve, you have Nolan, you have
Yeah. There,
everyone,
there's
Mark,
a
the whole
big
nine.
bad coming to Earth very soon. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited about this guy. I'm
Who?
excited. His name is Thrag, and he's the emperor of the Viltrumites,
Yeah. Mhm.
and he's coming to Earth.
And he's
And
gonna
when he
kick some
does,
butt.
it's gonna be problems.
Forget about it, y'all. Forget about it.
So you
So
you imagine what's going on in
mhm,
this show right now. Wait till this guy shows up. That's
mhm.
all I'm gonna say. Like
But
just wait.
what about the can't remember the guy's name, the guy with the one eye.
Yeah, yeah. This is the thing. There's levels to this,
Yeah.
right? Thrag is at the tippy top, on top of the. So you got a Christmas tree. All
Mhm,
these guys are bottom level worker bees.
mhm.
Thrag is at the tippy top of this thing.
Okay.
When he comes, he's gonna start bashing people's heads. It's a problem when he comes. Where
Yeah.
he just gets, you know what? Screw Earth. I'm coming down there myself. That's gonna. It's like Thanos showing up. It's gonna be a problem. Like it's gonna be a clear bad day for everybody. So like I'm excited. I can't wait for this thing to happen.
Okay, so is this unusual like for the Invincibles? You said you read the books and everything, but or the
Mhm.
comics. So, Omni-Man, this guy goes to a planet and like gets some alien pregnant, right? And now he has a purple now he has a purple sun, right? That in and
Yeah,
of itself is just like you have a sun and it's purple, right? It's just like,
yeah.
and then they bring it back
That's
to
how
Earth,
strong that DNA is, man.
and I'm like, is this really part of? Is that part of the comics?
Oh yeah. All that's part of there.
Okay, so
So like after he leaves, he goes up there and like basically he explains in the first season that their DNA is so potent that like if he has the offspring, his DNA is gonna be like 99.9% him.
Viltrumite,
So
damn.
yeah, so like it's just gonna take over, and that guy's Viltrumite basically. So that's how they're able to conquer like the past most of the universe. Because if they have any kids, these guys are Viltrumites now too,
Mhm.
and they're gonna be as strong as them, get the same problems. Like you're not gonna get away from this issue here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a purple kid, like
The
part of the story.
the Achilles heel in this series are the Guardians. The dude, they just suck. They can't fight, it's just they do goofy stuff,
They're
I
Yeah, they're not
mean,
built for this.
they're
What's
not built
about to
for this.
happen, they're
I
not
mean,
ready. They're not built for
like
this.
so basically you are almost like you're just a human with abilities, and so they try to
Mm,
recruit you to become like a guardian, right? You don't have
mm.
superpowers, but you have a power combined with
Yeah,
all the other
you have
guardian.
powers.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at them and I'm like, wow, there's no way they can beat Agstrom. They'll just Agstrom and just like send them to another dimension. Like, dude, you're like in 1966 now. Go.
Yeah,
Something
good
like
luck with
that.
that.
Exactly. And with Mark doesn't want to be a true Viltrumite because Viltrumites have to kill people, and he doesn't want to kill people, right?
Yeah, he's gonna learn the hard
He's gonna
way.
have to kill people, right? Exactly. Because when the female Viltrumite came and like, they were just like messing around in space. And I was like, wow,
Mhm.
okay, so these Viltrumites,
Yeah, she's
man,
another problem for Mark.
she looks like
We
a
can't really
problem,
stay
dude.
on YouTube why, but
Mm,
she's a problem for her for
mm,
Mark.
okay.
She's gonna do some stuff to Mark and get a baby that he didn't
Oh,
ask for.
oh,
Yeah,
damn, okay.
exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
that was the
okay.
face I made.
Oh,
I was reading the comic book, like, what the what?
oh.
Oh,
So she was like,
okay.
she was casing him out, huh? Like, he's like tall.
Yeah, she
How
got.
tall are
I don't think they're
you?
gonna put that in the TV show.
What's your shoe
That's some
size?
yeah, yeah.
you know?
That's some tough stuff. Because
Right.
basically, Viltrumites gonna come to Earth and be like, you know what? Let's just use the Earth to repopulate Viltrumite. Like, let's go. Let's just use that. Let's do that.
Oh my goodness.
So that chick decides I'm gonna do it with Mark.
Just have like a
Mark was
pure
not a willing
Viltrumite baby.
participant.
Hmm.
That's the best way I can describe it. He was not a willing participant in that
Hmm.
aspect of it. And like, and every aspect of it is, I was like, what the what? Oh, I don't know if I like that. Like, like it's
So,
bad. Like, I know it's like it's not funny, but it's like,
mhm.
damn. That's what
so,
the comic book is raw as hell. Right?
so what's going on with Debbie? I mean, like, is she going to be? Does she have powers at all?
No. She's very
Okay.
human. That's gonna
Um,
be her life.
Does Oliver? That's the that's the purple baby's name, Oliver. It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He's
um,
gonna turn Viltrumite. He's gonna be Viltrumite.
and he's gonna be a
You
purple
can't help it.
Viltrumite. He's gonna be purple.
DNA's 99.99% pure. Like it's gonna happen.
Is he gonna remain purple?
No, he's gonna turn regular. He's gonna wear off.
So
That's your
listen.
DNA, man. Your
So
DNA is
so here you have Nolan is on this planet where he impregnates this like weird alien. The two Viltrumites come down to the planet and completely destroy it.
yeah.
Destroy
They
it,
mash up the
dude.
place.
It's just like, so one Viltrumite, you can send one Viltrumite down to a planet to completely destroy the planet.
Wreck
Is
shop.
there
Yeah.
anyone in the galaxy when it comes to Invincible that are stronger than the Viltrumites?
As far as I know, no. But
Mhm.
Alan, the alien guy, he's a one of one though.
That's the
So
guy
like
with
he can hold his own.
the one eye.
Yeah, with the one eye.
Because he
Yeah,
got a little
he can
bigger
hold
from
his.
the other
Yeah,
Viltrumite.
he's
Okay.
bigger
Uh-huh.
now.
Yeah.
He's stronger, and they're gonna juice him up some more, and so he's gonna be able to hold his own
Okay.
against them. But like he's one of one. He's not enough. Like
Mhm.
These
Yeah.
guys, if there's 20 of them, you got a problem, man. Like,
Yeah.
so
Oh my goodness.
it's
20
not gonna work out
Viltrumites,
for him.
forget about it. It's gonna no, it's gonna be over. Um, so yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I mean, like I said, the movie is, I mean, this is animated. It's like it's done really well. I think that
Mhm,
what you could do, right? You
mhm.
could remove the storyline about him and this like having a girlfriend with this regular human, right? You can
They gotta
also
skip over that. Like, they
you
gotta
can
get over
also
that.
remove him going to college. Really? Really? College? What is he
Yeah,
gonna do? Join a
these are
fraternity now?
but this is the thing
You know?
in the comic book, these are short parts of the story. They don't spend too much time on them.
Right.
So like they're they're basically dragging out the story and then making more important stories shorter.
Wow.
And like the writer of the comic book is part of the showrunner. Like
Mhm.
he's involved in the show, Robert Kirkman. So like he this is what he wants. So like it's not like the studio took over and they're ruining the book. Like this is what he wants to do.
Mhm.
Maybe he's making changes to what he thought that should be in the comic book. I don't know. But like there's a ton of story. Like they can take this thing on for like 10 years easily and not run out of story. Like, there's a ton of story.
Mhm.
So um like they're not dwelling on important things yet. There's a lot of stuff to happen. So I don't know what they're why they're focusing on stuff that doesn't like that college thing doesn't matter. Like that's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's
Like
like,
you
come
could be
on.
superhero thing.
I mean,
But
and
it
then
feels like they're dragging it for a reason.
yeah.
I think he's trying to make this thing last as long as possible.
Mhm.
Cause you know, you're getting the bag from Amazon and it's a thing that everyone loves. Like just why not just make it last longer?
By
Do more
putting in
shows.
like irrelevant stuff, right? So
Yeah.
Nolan, obviously Nolan is not gonna die anytime soon.
Well, Nola's gonna get back with Debbie, all right? She's gonna accept him back. She's got no choice in the matter.
She's like,
Just gonna
yeah.
get back together.
Once you go Viltrumite, you never go back. You know what I'm saying? Debbie's like, you're just a regular human. I want a Viltrumite, okay? For real.
Yeah. You know,
Mhm.
she still loves him, so it is what it is, all right?
Yeah.
He
So
let down the planet, but he's
right,
gonna redeem himself.
it's a
He's
lot of
okay.
goofy stuff like the like I said, like the battles with the when the Guardians have to like protect the planet or whatever. It's just like, I mean,
They're not. They need Nolan or they need Mark. They
they
can't
look
do this alone.
bumbling. You know what I'm saying? They look bumbling. I
Yeah.
mean, like the you know, when they were you know, when Agstrom came about, and I was like, yo, this guy has like these dimensional powers where he can just throw up something, you like send you through like a
Mhm.
dimension. You're like in the 1960s or whatever. It's just like,
Dude,
wow,
that's a
okay.
tough boss to deal with, man.
Yeah.
Like,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah.
Because brute force does not take him out. You can't kill him. If he's got distance between you, there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
You got to take the L.
And
So yeah, he's a good villain because I like that he's smart and he's using these dimensions against him,
yeah.
and
Will
he's
he
crossing the line of family and stuff
will
like
he
that. I'm like,
continue being yeah, that was like, dude, I mean like, dude,
bro,
come on. Like even a mob don't mess with your kids, you know what I'm saying? Don't mess with the
yeah,
kids. Come on. You
yeah.
know?
No,
So,
he's gangster. He's a good villain.
but hey, you know what? Once Nolan hears about that,
This is a tough place to be.
once Nolan
He's a
hears
big
that Angstrom like had my son and he was gonna do what to my son, it's over. And here's the other thing, right?
broke his broke Debbie's arm, man. I was like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
actually show that. All right,
And you
like,
know what? And throughout that entire ordeal, and I know like he was sending, you know, Mark through these different dimensions and everything. It was just like,
Mhm,
first of all, you were so angry, or you wasn't able to comprehend how to like defeat this guy. One,
mhm.
two, like, you know, one of the Viltrumites was telling him, like, dude, you have to kill. You're a Viltrumite. You have to kill. You have the power, right?
Yeah.
He didn't even think
This is
that he didn't even think about that to like actually try to protect his mother and his son. You know, he just kept going through
yeah.
these dimensions and he wasn't doing anything. I was like, see, that's corny. That's corny right there. He's a
Well, that's the
Viltrumite.
thing. It's a tough lesson for Mark because Mark has to toughen up and be smarter about what he's doing.
Yeah.
And like you're about to be put in this thing. There's a galaxy wide problem, and you're about to be in there, and you're gonna take some L. Mark is gonna take some L's, all right?
Yeah, he
That's
looks
the
like. I
one
mean,
thing I like about this
mhm,
comic book.
mhm.
Mark is gonna take some L's, and he's gonna
He's
learn the
been
hard
he's
way.
been
Like
taking L's, dude. He's been getting beat
yeah,
down. His father beat him down, gave him a real beat down. What, you didn't do your homework? Okay, come here, and
yeah,
we're gonna get with you, you know. And then just and some of these other aliens sort of like get with him too, you know. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
okay, so I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that
You gonna
a
learn the
super
hard way. Like
yeah, I
Mark's
get
gonna
that
learn the hard
a
way.
superhero that has flaws, who isn't like crazy powerful. He
Mhm,
has to basically what the Viltrumites are telling him to do. Like, listen, dude, you're a Viltrumite. You have to harness the power that you have to protect
mhm,
who you're trying to protect. And to do that,
mhm.
you have to be ruthless. You have to kill people. He doesn't want to kill anyone. He did kill one
Yeah,
person, but you have to kill
yeah,
people,
yeah.
you know?
It's the thing is that he's gonna learn the hard way, and like it's gonna affect the storyline,
Yeah,
or the story is gonna affect him because he's got to do stuff you don't want to do,
yeah,
and he basically has to be like his father, and that's gonna be a hard lesson for him. But
yeah.
I will say this: this is a great comic book, and this I like the story on the Amazon. They're doing a good job with the animation and
Yeah.
the visuals and the stuff like that. They're doing a really good job of it. They got to get rid of the CBW girlfriend thing. They got to stop that,
Oh my goodness.
and they
Come
got to
on.
move on.
Come
Get
on.
the story going,
We
because
don't
there's
need
more
those.
important things are about to happen.
Yeah.
And then word out this other chick, like she
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Stop her with
She's
the
irrelevant to
college,
the
stop her with the
storyline.
girlfriend, stop her with, your best friends and everything else. You know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to protect, Earth.
Yeah.
Excuse me, show all the other battles that's going on between the Viltrumites and like the Guardians and everything else. And I think you'll be okay.
There's some
And
battles coming, man. That's all I'm
right.
gonna say. There's some battles coming.
Okay, so we are talking about season 2 Invincibles or Invincible.
Mhm.
Keo, what are you gonna rate this? Season 2 Invincible.
Okay, so with the pause in the middle, I give it a 4. The
Yeah.
the story, the comic book show,
Mhm.
that's easily a 9 for me.
Yeah.
I love the IP. I'm a huge fan of the IP and all the stuff that goes on in the comic books, and I can't wait to see it. Amazon put this thing to real life, or to art. But they screwed up this season so bad,
Yeah.
and I hope they learn a lesson from Amazon. Don't do this again.
Yeah.
Like, give us what I want. Like
Silly.
I know that doing the art and getting it takes forever to animate. I get that, but bro, don't put it out then. Wait,
Yeah.
like just you could have just waited a couple months or a week or whatever, and then put it out then. And it would have been fine.
Don't understand that,
You
man.
dummies put it out and it wasn't ready. So that's I give it it's a 9 easily. I love the show. I love the comic book stories, and I like the fact that this story for a comic book, because it's a lighthearted comic book that's graphic as hell.
Yeah.
And they show you stuff, you're
Come
like,
on.
damn, all right. But it's like lighthearted though, and like they're making fun of tropes and stuff from other comic books, but it's a really well written thing, and it's worth watching. That's all I'll say. I'll put it like that. It's worth watching. Definitely get into it.
Yeah. So, man, you know, Amazon did the okey doke. I don't understand this, They took a lot of they took a lot of luster from the actual series by doing that
Yeah.
without explaining to us, like, tell us why and tell us when it's coming back. It's that
Mhm.
easy. It's that, you know what? If you tell people, we'll wait for the next 4, episodes, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't do that.
Feel like, we're gonna break this up. It's gonna
Yeah.
come back in 2 months from now.
Yeah.
All right,
Tell
go. Like, all
us.
right, cool.
Tell us.
Mhm.
So because they broke it up, that part, I'm like, I'm not even rating that. That's not even it's not even a 1 through 10. That was just the okey doke.
Yeah, yeah.
The series itself, oh man, I'm so disappointed with the whole breakup of how they broke up the season. It's really skewing like how I
It
want to
hurt
rate
how you
this.
view the show. Like, if
Yeah.
you go back and
Mhm.
watch all 8 together, the show was really good.
Really good.
But
Mhm.
because they split it up like that, and
Yeah.
they effed off and didn't say nothing, like, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it kind of pissed me off. I'm giving it an 8, man, because it's just like that just
Mhm.
threw me off. So and here's the other thing. Oh, here's the other thing. They gave us 4. Those were episodic too, weekly. They gave us those 4 weekly. So 4 weeks. Then we have to wait 4 or 5 months for the next 4 episodes, which they also gave us weekly. Now, if you did the okie doke, just give us the 4 episodes up front.
Together, be done
yeah,
with it.
you know. So I'm just like, I don't understand that, you know. And you know, it's kind of sad because just because you're like a $1 trillion company, you can just do that to your customers. I don't like that. I'm giving it an 8. Keo gave it a 9. I hope that season 3 we're gonna get. I mean, if you want to give it to us weekly, that's fine, but give it all to us. You know, just like here's 8 episodes, here's 8 weeks. Boom, it's good, you know. I still like the it's a pretty good like series though, for real. What they need to do, like you said, just get rid of this goofy stuff. I don't want to see him in college. I don't want to see him with a normal human girlfriend. I don't want to see all that stuff, right? And also give the Guardians like a bit more power because they look sort of like weak, don't they? You know, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the Guardians mostly deal with stuff on their level.
Yeah.
They're not strong enough to deal with intergalactic stuff.
Yeah.
They're not. They're like bank robbers and the guy, you know, stole a cat.
Alien bank robbers, though. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. Like they're basic stuff. Yeah.
So we're talking about season 2 of Invincible. It is available on Amazon. Go check it out. It's all available. So you can watch all 8 episodes now, just back to back. Go check it out. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.